What's a token and why does it matter? Don't worry, I'm gonna let you guys know. But first, little introduction. What this is. My name's Jordan Wilson. I'm the host of Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream, podcast, and free daily newsletter helping everyday people like me and you not just learn what's going on with AI, but how we can leverage it. All right. And I think one of the best ways for people to leverage AI, aside from signing up to our newsletter. So if you're watching this, go sign up for the newsletter right now. But one of the best ways that you can leverage AI is by using ChatGPT, period. I don't care. ChatGPT is far better, at least right now at the time of this video. It is far better than Google Bard, Microsoft Bing Chat, Cloud Anthropic, anything else. It is far better. But one of the biggest downsides is it can lie because it loses its memory. And this is going to help. All right, so let's jump in and let's just kind of show you this live. So I have a new chat going, okay, and you'll probably see in the upper right hand corner of my screen this thing that says tokens. Okay, so what you're going to do if you want to do this is you're going to use a Chrome extension called ChatGPT Token Counter. All right, and all that does is it shows you different tokens. Okay. And how many tokens you've used. All right. I know I'm using a lot of jargon here. So let's jump into ChatGPT and I'll show you what this is all about. I'm going to say, please explain what a token is inside ChatGPT. Explain it to me like an 8th grader. Use this article. All right. So yes, a lot going on here. One is I'm the world's slowest typer when I have this mic in front of me because I have my little, my little T-Rex arms typing. But what's happening here? I have a couple plugins active. Okay, one plugin allows me to browse the internet, which you always have to have. All right, so I'm essentially asking ChatGPT to help me summarize this article that I just had up here that talks about tokens. Right. So let's go ahead and jump back into ChatGPT and see if it can explain tokens to us. All right. So here it says it's breaking it down in an easy to understand way. Essentially, it's saying a token is like a piece of a sentence, right? And there's limits. So I'm going to say, what is the token limit for GPT-4? Let's see if it gets it right here, according to this article. So that's the other good thing I like about ChatGPT and using plugins is it knew that I had just shared that article with it. So I didn't have to go give it the article again. So unfortunately, I mean, it kind of got this right, but it's also technically wrong. So yes, the max is 32,000 tokens in GPT-4, but that is if you're using the API. If you are using, let me zoom in here. If you are using, and this is from Microsoft's website, and Microsoft is obviously the largest investor in OpenAI and ChatGPT. So right here, it says the token limit for GPT Turbo. So it's just these different models, right? So right here, the token limits for GPT-4 and GPT-4 32K are 8,192 and 32,768 respectively. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as of September 2023, GPT-4 chat, unless you have early access, but for almost everyone, GPT-4, if you're using it inside ChatGPT as part of GPT Plus, the token limit is 8,000. All right. I know that was a lot just to get there. 8,000. Okay. So let's remember that. And then let's talk about this token counter. Okay. And why this is helpful. So even in just this, this one conversation, I've already used 332 tokens or 250 words. Okay. Here's why that's important. I'm going to go ahead and give I'm going to go ahead and give a couple other examples. I'm actually going to stay in this chat. I'm going to say, please bullet point the 10 most important elements of this article. I'm sorry, y'all. It's probably painful to watch me type for the like 6 of you that are out here watching this video. Okay. So right here, you'll see the token limit, which is really cool, is updating live, right? So again, right now, it's not that big of a deal because, even after, 2 or 3 inquiries, couple back and forth, we haven't even hit 1,000 tokens. So, but what happens is once you get past that 8K, ChatGPT, once you hit the token limit, ChatGPT starts to lose its memory. And that is when hallucinations come. That is when ChatGPT starts to lie to you or make things up. Okay. And you're probably saying, like, all right, Jordan, well, that probably never happens. Yeah, it does. As an example, in this chat, which is brand new, I just created this chat last week. I've already had 28,000 tokens inside this chat because I used it. I mean, if I'm being honest, I only used it for about an hour and a half. But if you're a heavy ChatGPT user and you really know what you're doing, those tokens can add up pretty quickly. So what this tells me is that about about a fourth of the way through this conversation, roughly, ChatGPT started to lose its memory. So I hope that OpenAI adds this functionality in the future. So yes, you can count tokens, but essentially once you get past 8,000, all you know is now that this chat is starting to lose its memory from the things that I started to tell it before. So as an example, let me scroll up here. Give me a second. All right, so right here, I said, please provide me a comprehensive recap of everything we discussed in full text form, and all of the URLs that I shared, right? So you'll see I'm kind of at the bottom. If you look over here, I'm at the very bottom of this chat, right? So you'll see here, it says URL shared. You mentioned, and ChatGPT responds, you mentioned that you shared a page with me for plugin research. However, I must note that throughout our conversation, no specific URLs were provided in the chat, right? But as you probably can already tell, at the very top of this chat, I did share these 4 URLs. But because of that token limit, ChatGPT can no longer access that information outside of its memory range. This is why in our course, our Prime Prompt Polish, it's a free course. We call it PPP. So just in the comments, type PPP if you want access to it. This is why we teach people to do a memory recall and to really keep in mind like your tokens and token limits. All right. So I know this was a little technical, right? But I hope that you now can have a better understanding of how to keep ChatGPT from lying, and a nice little resource in that plugin called ChatGPT Token Counter. So you can start to see when your ChatGPT is running out of memory. You can always refresh it. Don't worry. If this was helpful, I hope it was. Subscribe to the channel. Also, please go to youreverydayai.com. Sign up for the free daily newsletter. We recap the podcast, the live stream. It's great stuff. And I hope to see you back for another AI in 5. Thanks, guys.